Hey, looks like I got it all working. I'm live, it says. I hope that you can hear me. I don't know if anybody's even tuning in, but I just wanted to do this as a live stream so I don't have to film and then go back and edit. So, anyway, it's not quite um, 2 o'clock, so I'll just wait a little bit and I'll see if anybody pops in. And if not, then I will just tell you what it is I wanted to share with you. And then it's going to be up on my YouTube channel as any regular video. Um, as soon as the live stream is over, it'll be available, I think. I think that's how it works. And it's been so long since I've done a live stream that I had to kind of revisit everything again. Kind of forgotten how it goes. And for this live stream, I'm using my Logitech camera and my computer, my MacBook Pro. And if I do more live streams, I think, especially if I want to film just as a live stream watercolor demos, I think I'll just use my iPhone for that. I've done that in the past. And yeah, I like live streams because then I don't have to edit. Yes, it's the editing that has kept me pretty much from posting videos here. Most of this year, I've only posted a couple. So anyway, but I'll get back to all the nitty-gritty details when it's 2 o'clock. So if you're planning on watching, grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or whatever is suitable for wherever you are, what time of day it is. Here it's, obviously almost 2 o'clock. And it's a rainy day. We're having the fallouts from that Hurricane Hillary up here in the Sierra Mountains. I'm in Truckee. It's where I live. And this is the first cool day we've had since we got the summer weather. So today I had to turn the heater on. So it's been off for a while. Anyway, let's see how we're doing on the timing. Yeah, about 5 minutes more. So I'm just going to wait a little bit, try and be patient, drink some water. And yeah, it's kind of strange to be on again, but I have missed it. I have missed you guys. So anyway, I did reach my goal, I think at the beginning of this year, of getting 3,000 followers on my YouTube channel. So I'm kind of happy about that. But obviously, I know I'm not going to gain any more YouTube followers if I don't post stuff. So I'm going to work on that. I'll tell you what my plan is. So anyway, just waiting for it to be time. So you can see I cleaned up my studio. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it was kind of a mess for a while there. And then I cleaned it up and got everything back organized. Had my label gone out and labeled everything, because I like to do that. Of course, have so many bins. I can't always. I can show you. I think I can turn this around. Let's see. Can I turn this around? See all my stuff there. Put labels on everything. That's good, I think. Like that. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I have to have my glasses on again. Yeah. It's amazing how slowly time goes when you're waiting. The minutes are very long. And if you're in a rush and you're running late, the minutes are very fast. Have you noticed that? Yeah, that's what it is. So anyway, let's see here. Do we have anybody? Do we have anybody in here? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of I have my sketchbook here, and I'm going to share with you what I've been doing. I actually took a workshop last week, 3-day workshop, atmospheric landscapes. It was good with Julie Cohn. She's a California artist, and yeah, it was great. Kind of got me in the mood again to paint, and I have been thinking a lot about getting back on YouTube and getting some videos up, but there's just been so many other things going on that I felt that I should just concentrate on other things that I'll share with you very shortly. So, yeah. While you're waiting there, you can see I have some paintings that I put up here. These are older paintings. This one's a new one. It's a work in progress. And what it needs shadows and the darks. It's too busy. Then I have this one. This also, both of these here can be considered atmospheric landscapes, actually. Kind of like the workshop I took last week. Those are the ones I have up. And these two here, I really like them myself. I painted those in a Carlin Holman workshop that I took some years ago before she passed away. I miss her. She was a wonderful teacher and a wonderful artist and a wonderful human being. Anyway, we're getting close. We're getting close. Okay. A few more seconds. But I want to wait until it is 2:00. I think that's kind of like the, I don't know, that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do. But anyway, let's see how we're doing. A few more minutes, not minutes, but a few more seconds. Then we're there. Then we're there. So, and I can officially start my live stream. Yeah. And I'm very curious. I mean, I can't hear it myself, but I'm hoping that the sound works. But we'll see. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless, right? If you can't hear what I'm saying. It's the whole point of this. All right. Okay. It's 2:00. Welcome. And thank you for watching. If you're watching, oh yeah, I can see it is working. It is working. Yeah, it's working. The sound is working. Okay, so first of all, sorry I haven't been here on my channel for so long. I think I've only uploaded a couple of videos this year, and yeah, it's just been life has been very busy, and first of all, it's also, as I wrote in the headline or the title, part of it is also my health. So what happened with my health? I look pretty healthy, don't I? I feel healthy, but I'm not. So what happened was, in the beginning of April, I had like a weird knot. And I went to the doctor and they took a biopsy and it came back as metastatic melanoma. So that's, skin cancer that has spread. So that was kind of a shocker. I wasn't counting on that at all. I did have a melanoma removed last summer in July here, and they took everything out and the margins were negative, and, they didn't find anything in lymph nodes or anything like that. So I thought I was good, and went to the usual every 3 months checkup at the dermatologist. But anyway, that's what happened. Came back metastatic melanoma, and then I went obviously to an oncologist. And I actually got the diagnosis while I was with my daughter in Ogden, Utah, helping her taking care of the kids. I have two wonderful little granddaughters that I sort of spend a lot of time in Ogden with them. Ever since they were born, but especially this last year, because it's been kind of a year for our family. We lost both parents of my son-in-law uh, within, a few months. Over Christmas, his mom passed away from pancreatic cancer, which also came as a total shock to everybody. That when she got that diagnosis, and then granddad passed away a few months later from heart failure, and he also had beginning mid stages of Alzheimer's. So that was rough. And then I got this diagnosis that was unexpected. And when I went to the oncologist and we did all the scans and all the stuff you do to find out how much it is spread, unfortunately, it spread a lot. So actually, when I saw the results, you get the results on my chart, I was not even sure that I was going to be able to get any kind of treatment. Yet I was prepared for him to say, "I'm very sorry, there's nothing we can do for you." But luckily, that wasn't the case. I am very lucky that I live in Truckee, and we have a wonderful cancer center here with really, really great doctors and state-of-the-art equipment and all that stuff. So I have been going through immunotherapy, and so far I've had 5 treatments. And after the first 2 treatments, we checked again with the scans and MRI and the whole bit. And it showed that the treatments had been working and very effective so far. It's obviously not gone, but definitely shrunk tumors, etc. So I'm very hopeful, and I feel great. I have had very few side effects so far. It's just a little muscle pain in my shoulders and my hands and arms, mainly at night and in the morning. And then once I get up and get going, I'm good to go. Energy level is fine, appetite is fine, all that stuff. Digestion is fine, and all the stuff. So I don't feel sick at all. So I take every day as a blessing, and I live extremely healthy. Cooking from, and I like to cook, so cook from scratch. I, press juices and all this stuff. I've always kind of been into that kind of stuff anyway. Make sure I get all the nutrients that I need, my blood tests are coming back fine and everything like that. So I'm very hopeful that I'm one of the lucky ones where this really, really works. And hopefully I get many more years, or at least a few more years, to be grandma to Sophia and Lily, and hang around with my family and with you. So that's why, that's a big reason why I have not been on YouTube. I've just been busy taking care of myself and saving my time and my energy for my family. So, and I have been blessed with several visits from family in Denmark. Have been over here to see me, and my brother and my sister-in-law coming next week, and my sister is coming in October. And I'm just so lucky. I have such a wonderful network, and also friends and that live around here and have been fantastic. So I'm a very blessed person. However, I did get a little email from YouTube, I think it was last week, saying that because I haven't been active on my YouTube channel, if I don't start, getting some videos up on YouTube, they're gonna discontinue my monetization, which I got, several years ago. And it's not a big deal in one sense. It doesn't mean that that they take down my YouTube channel. It just means that monetization goes away. And if I want it back, I would have to reapply again and whatever. And I thought about it for about a week, because honestly, I can't remember. I probably had it maybe 3 years. And I have made maybe $300 in those 3 years from monetization. And what that is, how YouTube puts ads on your videos. And nowadays you don't have a say over that anymore. I mean, you have a little bit of a say. You can click where, I still, have it so that they have to be stoppable, meaning that you can click out of them. But anyway, I think a lot of people, like for instance, I have YouTube Premium now because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I find the ads very annoying. So, I'd rather pay the fee and then I don't have to deal with it. So that's an option for you too. If you don't have it, then, or, just, fast forward through the ads. But anyway, so that's why I thought, okay, what is it that's holding me back in general from posting YouTube videos? And I can tell you right now, it is not the filming of them. It is the editing. The editing takes hours and hours. And I just really didn't feel like, once you kind of get a diagnosis that I got, you become very, your time is very precious, right? We all know that life has an end, and we should, spend our time as best we can. But once you kind of it's like in your face like that, you become much more conscious and aware of how you spend your time and what you are willing to spend your time on. So, I thought, either, I just let it go, or I find a way to get some videos up on my channel at a regular, on a regular basis, that doesn't require a whole bunch of editing. So there's two ways of doing that. And I have done a few in the past. You can just do it live stream because it is what it is then. You have to take all the mistakes and whatnot. They're just part of the package, right? So that's kind of easy. I don't find that the quality, other than that's not so it's not edited. So, maybe you don't get to the point as quickly. Also, the way I film, and then I film with my phone, or I can also film with this Logitech camera, but it's not as good as the camera I use normally. But anyway, so that's one way. And I have, in the beginning of this year, I took a bunch of watercolor demos down from my Skillshare platform. And those are edited and really good and all that good stuff. They're not brand new, but that doesn't matter, and so I have some really good videos there. And so I went in this morning to try and find out how much editing it would take to tailor them to YouTube. And it was fairly quick. And so I'm going to use those videos for the next couple of weeks, months. Well, I have a bunch of them. And then I'll just upload on a very regular basis, at least once a week and maybe more, because I'm going to go in and just get all those tailored to YouTube. As I said, it's quick. And that way I can hopefully address YouTube's concern or whatever, rules, requirements. I can live up to those so they don't take that monetization off, so I can have that. And I also know, I'm a small little channel, but 3,000 people is that's actually, in one way you look at it, it's a lot of people. If I compare myself to some of the big stars on YouTube, of course, I'm just like Mickey Mouse. But you signed up for my YouTube channel, so to you, I'm not Mickey Mouse. I'm Eva, right? So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. And so the first one is going to be uploaded. It's go live tomorrow. And that is on painting skies. And then the first one is painting skies 1, because I have a bunch of them where I paint different kinds of skies. And then I paint a quick little landscape over the skies. And so the one I'm doing on YouTube tomorrow, the one that's be available tomorrow, is going to be just a very basic sky, graded wash, and then an abstracted landscape on top, using that sky with an abstracted landscape where I paint with my palette knife and my credit card. Yeah. And then, I have other ones. I have, one with a night sky. I have one with a sunset and stuff like that. So they will go up the next few days. You can see that I'm a few years younger because, I do have a couple of, headshots there. And as you can see, I've slimmed down a little bit. And actually, part of it was on purpose because I'm turning 70 this summer, and I wanted to get in shape. And so I actually had just shed the pounds I wanted to shed, and then got sick, and then I lost some more. But I'm good. I'm good. Appetite's back. I've been on the same weight since I got my diagnosis, really, and I'm very happy with it. I slimmed down a size or 2, so nothing wrong with that. Just don't want to get any slimmer, I guess, if I can help it. And again, I'm eating so healthy. So that was that. And then I wanted to show you kind of what I've been doing, which is not much. I've just been playing around in my sketchbooks a little bit, very little. And today I was going to just, I'll show you what I have been working on. And again, it's been very, very little. And then I'll show you what I did in the class that I did. And, I'll have to switch this camera down so that you can see. And so I'm going to put the flap down so you don't get dizzy. And then I'm just going to switch it around, and then you'll see what I have on my table, okay? Just a second. I did it without hopefully making you too dizzy. So let's see here. Is this good? It's like this way. Okay. So you can see this is my sketchbook. And it's a big sketchbook. It's a big sketchbook. And I don't know if I can zoom in. No, but that's okay. I hope that's okay for you. And do I have it right? No, I do not have it right. So wait a minute. Is that right? Nope. It is like that. Okay. I always get so confused with that. So anyway, so this one here is my sketchbook. And I haven't done much. Have I done anything else in this one? No, I haven't. So brand new sketchbook, which I've probably had for a long time. But that's how it is. I want to be one of those people, one of those artists that do a lot in their sketchbooks every day. They do all sorts of studies and this and that. And I'm not. And I don't know what it is. Because, once I do it, I like it. And I like to do in a sketchbook because if I do it just on paper, I have a hard time to not thinking, oh, I should make it into a painting so that I can sell it. No. It's not what I should be doing. Okay, so I took that 3-day workshop with Judy Cohn last week. And so this is what we did. We just worked on different techniques. And the workshop was atmospheric and abstracted landscapes. So we did all sorts of exercises. And of course, I love this color combination, by the way. So that is French ultramarine blue and cobalt teal from M. Graham. And then here I have mixed, what did I mix in there? I think I mixed a phthalo blue into the French ultramarine blue, and I got that a bit darker. used a little bit of a credit card to scrape there. And then here was one of the first exercises we did. That's with how to create luminosity, which means that you want to get like one color to really shine. And one of the ways is, to put the complement, a dark complement around it. That's what I did here. And then here we just played with some, swirly marks. And here we played with dry brushing and, scumbling. And here we did watermarks on purpose. And then this one here was, studying skies and clouds. And I really don't like my clouds way too busy. Can you see that? Beep, 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 beep. But anyway, that's how you learn. It's like, and if you're taking a workshop, you should be willing to, make some really crummy paintings. So what I was thinking about on this one here is I'm just going to show you just a little bit, because this was just a chit chat thing, but I thought it would be kind of fun I bought these here. I love them. See, I bought these micron pens with a black barrel. I thought they were so cool. Anyway, not that I needed any more of those. It's a while ago. It's a long while ago. They come. What I love about the micron pens is they come in all these different nib sizes. This one is a 01, so they're really fine. So my thought was, here what I did was I did a whole bunch of masking fluid. I mean, first from white and then one layer of paint and then some more masking fluid and then another layer of paint, some more masking fluid, and so on, so on, and so on. And now I took all the masking fluid off, and now I was thinking I was going to just I can do just little patterns, kind of like, centangles or whatever, for instance. And I could do that on this one here. So then I want to take one that's maybe fatter. 08. And then I could do some dots. This is a wonderful, because I have been trying to get into the studio, and I have I have my paintings in galleries, and I'm in 3 different galleries at this point. And when I got this diagnosis and found out that, I was going to be in treatment and all that stuff, then I let them know what was going on and told them to not expect any new paintings from me this summer, because, obviously I want to concentrate on getting well. And I just don't want any pressure on me, other than try to, keep a positive mind and do everything I can myself to get as healthy as I can to help my body fight this thing. And that's what I'm doing. And there have been all 3 galleries have been exceptionally sweet. And so have all my neighbors and everybody. I mean, I am so lucky, and I'm so lucky that I live in a place where it's literally only 15 minutes for me to drive to treatments. It's in Truckee at the cancer center in Truckee, which is a fairly new cancer center, and they really are the state of the art. I always say to the girls at the reception when I come, I says, this is like coming to the spa, and all the nurses and everybody there are just fantastic, just fantastic. I'm blessed that way. I know it. So what else do we want to do? So you see how you can just do fun little things like this. Maybe you're going through something. We all are going through things, on and off. It's part of the human experience, I think. It's not always going to be smooth sailing. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you what's going on so that you don't wonder if I just kind of disappeared on you. I don't know what else to do on that one. Do we want to do little dots maybe? So this is, how I'm spending a little time in the studio, but just so I can feel that I'm still doing creative things. But what I did was I was supposed to have gone to Denmark this summer with my daughter and my two little granddaughters to visit the family in Denmark. But obviously I couldn't go because I had to stay here and start treatment and, try to beat this thing so I can get some more time with those two little rascals. So to make it, I always try to make it so that I don't focus on what I cannot do, but I focus on what I can do. And I love to garden. And I had a bunch of things done in my backyard last fall. And I had some more things I would really like to do, but I only had so much in my budget for it. So then I called my landscaper and told him that, first of all, after this ginormous snow winter we had, there was definitely, it was cleanup that needed to be done in my backyard that I could not do myself, even if I had wanted to. So he, asked him to put me on his schedule for that. And then I said to him, those projects we didn't get to last fall, I would probably like to have those done. This is what's happened, got this diagnosis. So most likely I won't be able to go to Denmark. And if I don't get to go, then I'm going to make this summer into my summer of gardening. And so then I'd like to have those projects done. And if I do get to go to Denmark, then we'll do it in the fall. But anyway, and he was super sweet. Turned out his wife is a nurse at the cancer center. I met her. And they are just, I'm just so blown away how friendly and how wonderful people are. But anyway, so he came and did a bunch of stuff for me, heavy stuff that I can't do myself. I needed some paths that were, needed to be redone and with flagstone and stuff like that. And, I have a bunch of pots with plants in, and, some of those needed to be, changed out and things like that. And then I've done all the other things, and I have potatoes in my yard that I'm looking very much forward to harvesting. I think when my brother and sister-in-law comes, we're going to try, out the first new potatoes. And then I have been picking peas and beans, and I also had a little bit of salad. My tomatillos are looking really good. And I've even had a little bit of strawberries. I don't know, I'm always struggling with strawberries, I don't know. But anyway, even my fruit trees, I live up here. I have had to realize that, I do not really live in a area where one should have fruit trees. But I do. And even my pear tree, in spite of the fact that we got like a really 3 days of kind of frost right when everything was just going great. That's always how it is up here. That's why it's so hard to garden up here. It's not easy. But anyway, even the pear tree has some pears, and they're small. They're never going to get big. So anyway, so it's been a wonderful, wonderful gardening summer for me. And my daughter has been really, really good about sending Marco Polo. So you're familiar with Marco Polo? Well, that's, where you can send videos. And then it's kind of like sending a text, but it's videos, which you can talk. It's like FaceTime, but only it's not in real time, in a sense. So you can just watch it whenever you have time, which works really, really well when you're like one's in Europe, the other is over here on the West Coast, and we have 9 hours difference. It's really hard. And then with 2 little kids, the minute, I don't know if you if you remember having little ones, the minute you talk on the phone, they're going to be mommy, mommy, mommy. So anyway, at least that's how my granddaughters are. Okay, well, you can see here, just having a little fun, making some little patterns here. And it's just for my sketchbook. So, it doesn't have to be so serious. You can't see any patterns there. Where can you see the patterns? Oh, yeah, you can there. Anyway, so that was all I had to share with you. Now I'm going to try and swing you around again. See if I can. Here I am. Hello, hello. All right. Well, that went pretty well without too many snafus. And thanks for hanging in there, and thanks for listening. And you can always, send me a little, message me underneath. Send me a little note. What do you think? And also, if there's something, it's really helpful for me. Also, if there's something in particular you would like me to demo for you, that'd be great, because then I can do it. And I think, I'm going to do those Skillshare videos that I took down. I'm going to upload those to YouTube, because those are, very, very. I do it all. I'm not, a videographer or anything, but I do the best I can. So they're all edited and more, refined, I guess you can say. And then I'm going to do a bunch of just live streams with little demos, like half-hour demos or something like that. And some of them might be longer, because that's my biggest problem, is when I film, I'm so long-winded. And, there's, I do like a real painting. So then it takes a lot of time. And so then afterwards I have to do all the editing where, cut out all the A's and O's, and then also speed up where I'm just demoing something where you don't need to see it in real time. And, I spend hours and hours on editing my videos, and I am kind of a little bit of a perfectionist. It's not a good thing. But anyway, so kind of get carried away a little bit, I think, with how picky I am with when I edit. So that's why it takes a long time. And I'm sure other YouTubers, they can relate to that. And I'm not in a league where I can just farm it out and have somebody do the editing for me. I'm not at that point. So because make, making max $100 a year from the monetization. You don't get much editing for that, I don't think. So anyway, that's it. As you can see, I'm in good spirit. Any good, good karma you want to send my way, prayers, whatever, I'm grateful for it. I believe in a positive mind, and I believe in, I do all sorts of things. Apart from, the treatment that I'm getting with, the immunotherapy drugs. I am getting acupuncture. I've had biofeedback, 3 sessions, which have been extremely helpful. And I really do believe that helps the healing and helps me help my body fight this thing along with the medication. And then eating clean, as I like to call it. We all have different variations. For me, clean food, it means that I don't, I won't say I don't, but hardly ever. I try to stay away from processed foods that have long ingredients lists with big, long words that I cannot pronounce. I try not to eat that kind of stuff. And I like to cook, so I cook everything from scratch. I always do, I always buy organic. Like now it's, summer, I go to farmers markets every week, I buy from there. And then, as I say, I grow in my garden what I can grow. I also buy my meats from either, from various like small farms, or here we have the UNR, University of Reno, Nevada, and they have an agricultural department, and they have a butcher shop from, so they have excellent, also what I would call clean meats, so I think all that helps. So let's hope let's hope that my next scanning turns out really good, also positive. Um, Having my next scannings are in mid-September, and then I'll know, more about, where we're at and what I can expect for the rest of the year, treatment-wise, and also, what I'll be able to do. I'd like to be able to travel some, of course. And I've been, my doctor said, I'm free to drive to Ogden and hang out with my little grandkids and stuff, which I do on a very regular basis. It's an 8-hour drive door to door, and I find that less stressful than flying, to be honest with you. So anyway, that's it from me. So I just thought it was about time I updated you to what's going on and why you haven't seen me here. But now you will. Okay, let's make that a deal. So take care of yourself, and maybe you are at a spot in your life where you also just need to sit and putter in your sketchbook and do little doodles. So take care. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Thank you, Sue. I just saw your message. Thank you, Sue. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Okay, I'm going to check out. There we go.